Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Shilpa Joshi and let's move to our last exercise of integer, and that is division. But before that we will learn to simplify. Let's take an example. 20 multiplied by minus 16 plus 20 multiplied by 14. If you have not seen my previous video of properties of multiplication of integers, go to my playlist and watch that video first. Then it is very easier for you to do these kind of simplification. If you don't know how to simplify them, I will explain you. 20 is a common multiplier which is multiplying minus 16 as well as 14. So we can separate 20. First I will write 20 because it is a common multiplier. Then I will put a multiplication sign because 20 is multiplying 40 and 20 is multiplying minus 16. And now I will write minus 16. Then minus 16 and 14 are getting added. So I will put plus sign and then I will write 14. And now I will put both of them in a middle bracket. Now first I have to add these two integers. So I will write 20 multiplied by. Now I will open the bracket. Minus 16 plus 14 is minus 2. And now I will multiply 20 with minus 2 and the answer is 40, and the sign will be negative because 2 has a negative sign. So our answer will have a negative sign. Let's start with the last exercise of integers, and that is division of integers. But before that, you should know some properties of division of integers. The first property is if a and b are two integers and if you are dividing a with b, the answer may or may not be an integer. For example, if I divide 5 by 2, answer is not an integer. If I am dividing 5 by 2, 2 2s are 4 and remainder is 1. So I can write it as 2 is to 1 upon 2. 2 is to 1 upon 2 is a mixed fraction. It is not an integer. So whenever we are dividing two integers, the answer may or may not be an integer. This is the first property of division of integer. The second property is if a is not equal to 0 and if I am dividing a with 1, answer is always integer itself. For example, if I am dividing 5 with 1, 1 5s are 5. So answer is 5. The next property is if there is an integer, let's say a, but it should not be equal to 0. If I am dividing 0 with any integer, answer is always 0. Let's take an example. If I divide 0 with 4, 4 zeros are 0. So answer is always a 0. This is the third property. The next property is if a is not equal to 0 and if I am dividing a by a, answer is always 1. For example, if I am dividing 2 by 2, 2 ones are 2. So answer is 1. The next property of division of integer is that division of integer is never associative as in case of multiplication, because multiplication and division are two diagonally opposite processes. For example, if you have remembered the associative law of multiplication of integer, it states that if there are three integers, let's take a, b and c, and if I am multiplying a with b first and then if I multiply it with c, or I can multiply a separately, then I can multiply b and c first. Still answer is same in both the cases. But in case of division, this is not possible. I am again having three integers a, b, c, and if I first divide a with b and then I put them into a bracket, and now I will divide the answer of A and B with C. But it will not be equal to A division sign B divided by C. It is not possible that if you divide A by B first and then divide it with C, or you divide B by C first and then A is divided by this one. This is not possible. Answer will be different. I will explain you with an example. Suppose I am having an integer 4 and if I divide it with 2. And now I will divide it with again minus 2. First we will do the calculation. 4 divided by 2 is 2 and divided by minus 2. And the answer is minus 1. In second case, if I am saying 4 divided, now first I have to make the middle bracket. B is 2 divided by minus 2 and bracket close. We will see if the answer is again 1 or not. 4 division sign, 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. If I divide 4 with minus 1, answer is minus 4. See, in both the cases, answers are different. So we can conclude that associative law is not for division of integers. And the last property of division of integer is, suppose we are having 3 integers, A, B and C, and all 3 of them are non-zero integers. It means they are not equal to 0. Now, if A is greater than B, then there may be 2 possibilities. First one, if C is a positive integer. And second possibility, if C is a negative integer. In both the cases, what will happen, I will tell you. If C is a positive integer, in that case, A upon C is greater than B upon C. But if C is a negative integer, in that case, A upon C is smaller than B upon C. I will explain you with an example. I am having 3 integers, 27, 18 and 9. This is A, this is B and this one is C. Now we will find out what will happen. Suppose B is positive. In that case, 27 divided by 9 and 18 divided by 9. Which one will be greater? 9 ones are 9, 9 threes are 27, 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18. It shows that 27 upon 9 is greater than 18 upon 9. In second case, if 9 is a negative integer, suppose this is minus 9. First one will be 27 upon minus 9 and second 18 upon minus 9. So 18 upon minus 9 is greater than 27 upon minus 9. I hope you know that the numbers on the left hand side of the 0 are getting smaller. So 27 upon minus 9 is smaller than 18 upon minus 9. Let's move to our last exercise, division of integers. But before that, you should know certain rules of division of positive and negative integers. Let's learn the first rule. If you are dividing a positive integer with a positive integer, answer is always positive. But if you are dividing a negative integer with a negative integer, again answer is always positive. But now if you are dividing a negative integer with a positive integer, answer is negative. Or you can change the position. Or you can divide a positive integer with a negative integer, still the answer is negative. You just write down all these rules and then it is very easy for you to divide all the integers. Let's take 2 examples. First we have to divide minus 72 by minus 18. Just look carefully, both the integers are negative integers. So we have to simply divide 72 by 18. And when we divide 72 by 18, 18 fours are 72. So answer is 4. And what about the sign? Just look at the rules carefully. If we are dividing two negative integers, the answer is always positive. So you don't have to place any sign because positive sign is not supposed to written on the paper. Next, minus 132 by 12. Just look at them carefully. 132 is a negative integer and 12 is a positive integer. But first we will divide the numbers. I will divide 12 by 132. 12 ones are 12. 1, 2, again 12 ones are 12. 0. So answer is 11. But what if we divide a negative integer with a positive integer? Answer is always negative. So we have to put a negative sign in our answer. Let's move to our last segment of the chapter. Fill in the blanks. Now you have to find out the dividend which is divided by 1 and the answer is minus 37. I explained you the properties of division of integers. If you divide any integer with 1, the answer is always integer itself. It shows that 37 is divided by 1 and answer is therefore 37. So our answer is 37. If you are still confused, just write it like that. We don't know the dividend, but we know the divisor and that is 1. And our answer is 37. How can we get our quotient as 37? It must be 37 itself. That's why we have written 1 3s are 3, then 0, then we take 7 and 1 7s are 7. That's why our answer is 37. But now we have to decide whether this 37 is positive or negative integer. 1 is a positive integer but our answer is negative. It shows that 37 is also negative because the division of a negative integer with a positive integer is always negative. The next one, we have to find again the dividend which is divided by minus 4 and answer is 24. As we can observe that our answer is a positive integer. It shows that the dividend and divisor, both of them must be negative. That's why answer is positive. So we can put a negative sign. Now we don't know what is the dividend. So just we have to simply multiply 24 with 4. 24 multiplied by 4. 4 4s are 16, 6, 1, 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 9. Now we can cross check. Divide 96 by 4. 4 2s are 8, 1, 6, 4 4s are 16. So our answer is correct. It means the dividend is 96. In this example, you have to divide a number with 25 and the answer is 0. It means that we are dividing 0 with 25 so that our answer is 0. And we can explain it like that. If I am dividing 0 with 25, 0 doesn't appear in any table, so we can say 25 zeros are 0. So our answer is 0 if we are dividing 0 with 25. Even if we are dividing 0 with any other integer, still our answer will remain 0. In our last example, 72 is a positive integer but our answer is negative. It shows that the divisor must be negative. Now we don't know what is the divisor. So we can simply divide 72 by 4. If I am dividing 72 by 4, 4 ones are 4. Then 3, 2, 4 8s are 32. So our divisor is 18. And if you know the table of 18, 18 4s are 72. So that's all for today's class. If you like my video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also press the bell icon for the notification. I will make more videos for you. We will meet in my next video. Till then, goodbye. Keep learning, keep smiling.